need. Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather. I am a mom of soon to be 5, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys what you really need at the hospital. I know there's a ton of videos on the internet, and I think that you can take away so much from a lot of them, but this is my take on what you really need at the hospital. I try to be pretty minimal as far as like the things that I need to bring, and I just don't feel like there's a lot that you really need for 2 nights, especially when they're going to be providing you with mostly everything that you need already. So I'm going to show you guys what I pack for myself personally, what I have for my, well, I'm not going to show you what I packed for my husband, but I'll kind of like tell you what I put in his bag and then a couple extra things that I packed just for fun. All right, going straight into it, I think what we'll do is start with toiletry items. So this is going to look different for everyone. It actually will depend and vary based on like how girly you are, the things that you think are necessary, and whatnot. So for me, I have some toothbrushes. For my husband and I have body wash, shampoo, and conditioner in here. And that's pretty much it. I do have a little brush that did not fit in the bag, but I will be bringing a brush with me, as well as some lotion, just a small travel size. And then chapstick, because I don't know why, but every time I'm in the hospital giving birth, my lips are so dry, and so I definitely will be bringing chapstick. But that is all that I have. I will probably most likely grab my concealer, my eyebrow pencil, and some mascara on the way out the door. Those are just like my 3, like that's what I have on right now kind of thing. And it's more of like my, I don't really feel like putting a full face of makeup on, but I want to look like I'm not dead. The next thing I have here is an eye mask. If you are trying to get some rest during the day, having that eye mask is super helpful. I have some wet ones here. So these come in handy when you are in the hospital. If there's a dirty surface, you want to set like your phone down or your drinks or whatever, having one of these just to wipe the surface down is really nice to have. So I have some of those. And then I think the last thing as far as like the toiletries or extras is my face wipes. So I don't have face wash with me. I do use face wash. I use a whole face like routine, but I will not be bringing my face wash, my face scrub, my cleanser, my night cream, my day brand. Like I will not be bringing all of that because I'm only going to be in the hospital, hopefully only like 1 night, maybe 2 nights, depending on like when I go in. So I just don't think it's necessary to bring everything. So just bring in the bare minimum. This will get my face just as clean, and then I can wash with the body wash. It's not going to hurt me for 1 day. Okay, so I'm obviously going to have clothes on when I go to the hospital, obviously. Anyway, but when I get to the hospital, I'm going to change into a hospital gown because that is what they want you to do. They want you to change into a hospital gown. It's not that I don't like their hospital gowns. It's just, they're just kind of revealing, and I don't know, they just don't fit properly. So I do have this one that I've used in the past, and it buttons all the way down. So it is like medical grade, if you want to call it that. So that it's like, you know, buttons at the top and all the places. So just in case there's an emergency, they can access like they would a regular hospital gown. And this is something that's definitely extra. You obviously don't need this because they have that there for you. But I actually just prefer having it. And I only have this because my sister gave it to me when I had my 3rd child, I think. And so I just like having it. But again, they have this there. You don't need this at all. But when I get to the hospital, I will have this. Okay, so you've given birth to your baby and you can't really get up or go anywhere. Let's say your hospital gown has blood on it and it's just gross. And so you have to get out of that, and you're probably like in a bra, or maybe you don't have anything on, and you're not allowed to take your first shower yet because you have to wait a certain amount of time. That's why I bring a robe. So having a robe is nice because obviously it kind of works as like a gown because it opens. It's easy to use when you're breastfeeding. The nurses can easily access it from the bottom if they need to like press on your belly, which they will be doing. or like check your bleeding, things like that. So after I give birth, I will most likely wear a robe, and then I will be allowed to take my first shower. In the first shower, if you've never given birth and you've never experienced like first showers after giving birth, you feel like a whole new woman. And so you want to be in some clean, comfy clothes, right? So I have some nursing bras here, and I purchased these from Amazon. They came in like a pack of 5, I think. They weren't super expensive. I think I spent like $25 for a pack of 5, maybe 30. But they're super soft, really stretchy, and they're just all the same color, all this neutral beige color. But I will be bringing 2 of them to the hospital, one that I can change into after I take my first shower, and then one I can change into like if I had to stay another night, the next day when I change again in my going home outfit, I'll have an extra clean nursing bra to use to change into. And this is going to be my outfit that I would wear after I get out of the shower. This is just like a sleeper. It unbuttons, easy for nursing, and obviously it's like a gown. And again, easy access for like the nurses so they can check me, and I'm not having to like, you know, pull down my pants to use the restroom or any of that, because you are super weak after you give birth. Like your body feels like it literally got hit by a bus. And so having easy clothes to wear is something that you want to consider and keep in mind. So that's what I have here. And that's pretty much it as far as like my clothes that I will have in the hospital. Okay, so moving on to my going home outfit. I mean, again, this is going to vary for everyone, but I just have this plain shirt that I've had for years and many kids. It is a nursing top, and it's just simple. And then I have some comfy black sleepers that I will be wearing. And that's pretty much it. I do have a belly band that I haven't decided if I'm going to bring to the hospital yet, because I think with my last, I brought it, but I didn't like the way it felt immediately after birth. But by the time I got home, and I put it on, I then liked it. But it's just a preference. Like, it can feel kind of weird. Like after you give birth, your body just kind of feels kind of empty and kind of like jelly. I don't know how to describe it, but so maybe not bring your belly wrap to the hospital. Maybe save it for when you get home. But other than that, that is all I am bringing, and it fits in this little bag. I also got this off of Amazon. It's just actually it's a tote bag, but I thought it was cute. I don't know, simple, and maybe I'll use it even as a diaper bag. You'll notice that I didn't pack any underwear or pads or nursing pads or anything like that. Any kind of like, I didn't pack any kind of like nipple cream or like breastfeeding pumps or any of that, because it's not something that you need. Like I didn't pack any of my postpartum items or a peri bottle, because the hospital has all that. And I don't want to bring all of my things that I have to the hospital when they're going to have it there already and they're going to use it on you. And so it's going to be something that is available to you. So it doesn't make any sense to bring any of that stuff to the hospital. You don't need nursing pads. You don't need any type of like sanitary pads. You don't even need underwear. I'm not bringing any underwear at all. The only underwear I will have is the mesh underwear that they supply me with. It honestly is the most comfortable underwear to wear. Postpartum, I know that there's a couple really good brands out there, like the Always brands. I've heard a lot of rave about that, but I'm not spending the money on that because I won't be in a diaper for longer than a week. You really only have that really heavy bleeding. I mean, it varies between women, but you shouldn't have that heavy of a bleed for longer than a week and a half. And so, I personally am not going to spend the money on those super expensive, like Always diaper brands or whatever. I'm just going to use what they have. And if you get a really cool nurse and if you're really nice to them, they'll send you home with a lot of extra stuff. And so that is really nice to have. Use everything that they give you, because then you can save your money and you're not having to pack a ton of stuff. All right, so moving on to what the baby will need. Honestly, this is going to vary too, depending on, I don't know, if you're like the mom who wants to take pictures. I'm not that mom that like wants to take pictures. I just want to sleep, and honestly, it's not important to me. I don't know what we're having. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so I will have to bring 2 sleepers, a boy and a girl one. And I don't know. I haven't even decided which one I'm going to bring. Maybe I'll bring this one because I really like this one. If it's a girl, and then if it's a boy, let's see what we got in here. This is by the way, this is like everything I have for boy and girl. Pretty minimal, just the way I like it. And if it's a boy, maybe it'll wear this little sleeper with a little sheep on it. I've had this for, when did I buy this? I've had this for 9 years. So cute, and it's so special to pass down to each kid. So boy, girl, done. That's all I'm bringing for the baby. The baby doesn't need anything else. It doesn't even need socks. You don't need pacifiers. You don't need a clippy for the pacifier. You don't need hats. Like, the hospital has the hats, and most of the time the baby will be in a sleeper. Not in a sleeper. The baby will be swaddled in a blanket anyway. The hospital does provide like little half, like onesies with like long sleeves on them. I do recommend bringing at least 1 sleeper so that you have something the baby can wear going home. That's pretty much it. I am not bringing anything else. I'm not bringing diapers. I'm not bringing wipes. The hospital has all that. And like I said earlier, if you're nice to them and you have a cool nurse, they will usually send you home with diapers and wipes, and pacifiers, and pretty much anything that you can sneak away with that they will give you, you can take with you. So I have a few snacks here. This is just some beef jerky that I got mainly for my husband because he doesn't like snack on a ton of like chips and things like that. So I got him some beef jerky. These are pretty tasty. I just got these as something light again for myself. Just a kind bar, a few of these little fruit strips, and a fig bar. I might throw one more of these in there for my husband. These are the snacks that I got. Not a ton, just something that we can kind of snack on. And also, like, the hospital's snacks, like in the kitchen and stuff, are going to be way more expensive than if you were to just go buy like your own snacks. So if you're a snacker or you're worried about being super hungry, maybe just pick up a few little items, like 1 or 2 bars for yourself and a bag of chips or your whatever, beef jerky, whatever your preference is for you and your husband. And then drinks. So these are the ones that my husband really likes, these Bai drinks. I'm not crazy about the flavor, but he really likes them, so I'm packing 1 for him. And then I'm packing 2 of these for me, and that is pretty much it. I have a tiny little bag for my husband. He's just as much as a minimalist as I am, and I think he has like 2 pairs of underwear, a pair of like sleepers, like a top and pants, and some a lounge set, like a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and then like a going home outfit, like what he would wear, like pants and a t-shirt again. So super simple. And if you're overthinking everything, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to get this and I need to get that, and I need to have all the hair ties, and you have all that, like in my straightener and my blow dryer, like I think that varies per person. Like, I don't mind just throwing my hair up in a clip until I get home. I don't have to have full glam on. I don't need all of my jewelry and my makeup and all the things. So it's going to vary person by person, but these are the things that are bare minimum, and the hospital will have everything else that you need. They may even have a blow dryer, so you don't even have to bring that. Something else that I did not mention, because my slippers are downstairs in the laundry room because they need to be washed, is slippers. You cannot wear regular socks in a hospital because it's like a risk policy. You could fall, whatever. So they do make you wear either their hospital socks with the grips on them. You can't walk around barefoot, or you have to have slippers. So I do have slippers. I do prefer to bring my own slippers, so I will be bringing those as well. Like I said, they're just downstairs being washed, so I don't have them here to show you, but I will have house slippers with me. That is all I have for you in this video. I hope that you guys found value in it. I hope you got some ideas for more of like a minimal bag for the hospital. The hospital will have everything you need, and all you need to focus on is bringing that precious little baby into this world safely. All right, probably like the most important thing that I'm bringing that I totally forgot about because it's not in my bag because I don't want to wrinkle it, is my birth plan. So I never did this with my first and second, but with my last 3 births, I really enjoyed having a birth plan because it's your way, especially if you're like someone like me who's not very confrontational, but you have like some things that are super important to you and you just don't know how to express that verbally because you don't hurt people's feelings. Having a birth plan is like super beneficial and helpful because you can have everything that's important to you bullet pointed out, give it to your nurse, and then that way she can read over it and have an idea of like the things that you want, the things that you don't want, what you feel comfortable with, what you don't feel comfortable with. And then she can also be your advocate for you during labor, especially because your doctor's not going to be there the whole time. So it might not be, you may not have like a chance to go over it with your doctor. If you're having hospital birth and you're not sure how to get some of the things that are important to you across, make a birth plan and then put it in like a protective sheet cover and give it to your nurse. That way they know exactly what you feel comfortable with, and then you don't have to have these awkward conversations, especially if you can't have the conversations and your husband forgets to advocate for you because he's so overwhelmed with what's going on. Birth plans. Just make one and bring it with you. Short and sweet. I can give you a few ideas of what mine says. It just says, my name is Heather. I'm a mother of 4, soon to be 5. I'm excited to welcome this new baby to our family. Below I have listed a few of the things that a few preferences for my ideal birth. Thank you for your services. And just here I have like pain management, vaginal checks, what I'm gonna need help with as far as like things that I want help with, like from the nurses, interventions that I'm okay with, interventions that I'm not okay with, what I want during the pushing stage, positions I wanna be in, if I wanna be coached by you, if I wanna be cut, like those types of things. And then for the baby, what I want as soon as baby comes out, if the baby's allowed to leave me, if I want skin to skin, if I want the baby to have vaccines, if I want like the eye ointment, like these are the things that you should probably have listed out. All right, you guys, I am officially out of breath and I'm tired sitting on the floor and I need to make my bed because I just attempted to make it real quick for this video. Please pray for me, keep me in your prayers and your thoughts, and until next time, thank you guys for watching this video and God bless. One thing's